Okay, so this video is about a kind of serious topic on basing your opinions and judging and talking based on what you've heard from other people and other people's reactions. Because basically, as you'll know from the title of the video, and if you've been on the internet or if you've been on YouTube, it's the, 2nd of January 2018, you'll just know really that Logan Paul posted a video, I think it was 2 days ago now, maybe a day ago, and everyone's saying like, ugh, it was so disgraceful and disgusting, and how can you show close-ups of different things and different photos and things like that. And I was seriously like, from what they were saying, I was like, oh my god, that's so vile. Like, how can you show close-ups of someone else's body, like just showing how they're like rotting and like dying and decaying, and think that's okay? Like, how that's disgusting, like that is vile. And I even like tweeted like Logan Paul and stuff, like obviously I'm not gonna get a reply, but like I'm just saying, like, I went that far, like I was genuinely saying something in response to the video. Even like midway through watching the video I was like saying things that are like commenting on the video. Not that many comments, but just I think it was like 2 maybe. And it's like not that bad at all. I'm gonna show you now what I thought it was. I thought they'd gone like this. And then like done close-ups of the face. And kind of like gone down like that. I thought it was like that in terms of vileness, but what it actually was like that. And the person's hand was purple. So in terms of that, I don't think that was bad. Putting the hanging body in the thumbnail, that's a no. So obviously that was like on me, on my body, but like I'm making the video, like I'm fine with showing what I thought it was going to show in the video and how I thought that was so vile, how someone can do that, because it just is, isn't it? Like, you're literally like filming someone else's body, like you don't have that permission. Like, just because they're dead, it doesn't mean you can film their body in explicit detail. But it is a suicide forest, and people do know that people kill themselves there. It's distasteful to do it, and it's not very nice really, but it's nowhere near as bad as what I feel like people are making out. To be honest, yeah, the thing is, if you were a decent person, you just wouldn't post this video. Or if you were going to, you'd film a certain bit and, like, not put any of that footage in. You wouldn't put any of the footage of the guy hanging and stuff like that, because just out of being a good person, really, you're just like, I'm not going to show this. This is like a thing that I've experienced, and calling the police and things like that. That's something that we had to do from being just decent people. Because, like, it's like a human moral thing, what is it? Just, it's out of respect for them. You're going to be like, we need to sort this situation out now and get that resolved. Like, this isn't something that I should in any way try and show, and this isn't something that I should just, like, in any way publish in relation to myself. And once again, actually, I think it's kind of fine to have the footage yourself, because for you then it's like a memory of that moment. It's like reminding you of the situation and how you felt at the time, just as like a confirmation. I think that's kind of okay. It does like weigh up with the thing of like, is it right still to film them? Like, no, not really, but also like, if you like vaguely film them, I don't know. What wouldn't have been right was if they'd like taken the body down and taken the clothes off and stuff. Like, it actually kind of did show the real side of it. It was like, this guy's just hung himself, and I don't know much about how dead bodies work and things like that. I feel like potentially I'm being as disrespectful as he was here, but like his hands were like purple and stuff like that, and they were like saying he's like recently been hung, which I don't know anything about how that type of thing works, but they were saying like, oh, the stuff in his pockets, like his bag is just over there, and like it's showing the realness of how like that's just a person. Like, it's literally a person, and like he had a bag of stuff. The thing with it is, like, was he like planning on... You just don't know. The video was not edited properly. it was like sensationalized, like the music and everything was making it a lot more epic than it was, and even the footage they had, like, to be honest, was like pretty shit, which also you'd think like meant that they just didn't post a video. Literally what he should have done was like, sorry, the events of today going into the suicide forest were not something that we feel comfortable posting, so yeah, just know that if you are thinking about committing suicide, remember that there is more to life. And I don't know how this is gonna go, like, and the thing is that I'm like, it's okay to think about suicide. Hold it, but then you think no. The way that I'm wording that, like, I'm not saying it's okay to consider suicide, but then you think no. It's like, it's okay to think about suicide, because you kind of should. You should think about the topic of it, and how it affects you into relation to, like, your life. Think of the people, oh shit, well, if someone's really lonely, and this doesn't apply to them. Okay, just think of the people in your life and the things that you do and the things that you want to do and the things that you will do with other people, and then think about like how that weighs. Like, that is so much bigger than just the small portion of intense negativity you're going through right now. Can you not tell by the way I'm saying it? Like, yes, I have like thought about suicide, as in like I've thought about like who it would affect and things like that. I've not thought like I really want to do it. I'm just like, I've thought about it and I'm like, fuck no, like I'm not gonna do that. Like, I have this life, and even though there's negative things happening, I still want to live more. There's still so much more for me to live for. Even things that haven't come into my life yet. Like, everything that's in my life now is not everything that's going to be in my life in 10 years. And it better fucking not be. My life better have developed since then. As in gain things. I know I will have lost things as well, but gained things. So you stopping your lifeline like here, or what you think is here, and this is really huge. It's actually like here, and like this is really huge. But you have all of this, and you zoom out, and it's like this here is like that, but this here is like all of this you have left. And this is not like the thing of really medically like terrible, you're literally only going to suffer from now on, that type of like choosing euthanasia, that's what I'm talking about, that type of thing. That's different, like that's completely different, and I'm not going to talk about that type of thing now. But the reason why I'm talking about this is like, why would the guy have his bag of stuff if he like planned to kill himself? And I guess really if you think about it, it's like, well, you're not just going to go there with no supplies, are you? Like, you're going to have to get there somehow, and maybe that's why. But if you think about it, like, he might have just like come home from work or something, or been on his way home from work and something terrible has happened, and like, if he'd have got help, I don't know what I'm saying really, and I feel like maybe Logan was like this, like he didn't really know what he was saying, but his reactions were just like so fake to me. Like, they looked so fake, they felt fake. The way that it was edited was just weirdly like sensationalizing it, and they were like laughing, and they weren't laughing as much as I thought, but like the way that they were laughing was like, it didn't seem like it was nervous. It felt like they were literally like mocking him, which also like I don't know that experience, and when people like mock like that, so maybe I just don't recognize the way that they were laughing as like this nervous kind of what the fuck kind of laugh. But I don't know, the feel of the video did not feel respectful at all. I don't disagree that I think, like I was saying here with the, oh, it's really small and then there's all this out here, the comparison of like what it is like here in comparison to like what everyone's saying it is, which is like all of this. Like I said, I thought it was going to be like all close-ups and like vile, and they were just like literally like mocking the body and like putting hats on it and shit. But he actually like genuinely addressed in the video like loads of the points where you're like, oh my god, why is he wearing that fucking hat? And he would like genuinely said it at the time. So that makes it feel more real on that behalf. But also like, I think you'd film a video like this, you'd be like, sorry guys, it really didn't feel right to post this video that we filmed today, even though I've said I'll film something every day. We filmed today and we have footage, but we're not going to post it because it's just not right. And I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, like, you'd have to live through all that and film it, yeah. And then you'd also have to edit it, like, on another day, which I guess they edit on the same day and post it. But in my initial opinion was like, they edited it on another day, so they've experienced it twice. So they had, like, 2 stages to be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't post this. But, like, no, if it was filmed and edited on the same day, Like, surely you'd still have the vibes from that day. Like, someone killed themselves and you've seen it. Not seen it happen, but you've seen the results. And if you're, like, human enough, you'd be like, just the feeling from today just didn't feel right. Like, basically, you know when, before going in the forest, there was that, like, other guy, and, like, I haven't watched Logan Paul's vlogs in ages, but there was this guy before they were going into the forest, and he was like, I don't know, like, when we got here, like, it felt, like, kind of, like, spooky, like, weird, and, like, that's the reaction I would have thought they'd had when they, like, saw the hanging body, like, as opposed to the laughing, the giggling that was kind of happening, like, and them being serious just didn't feel serious, like, I don't know, and even, like, Logan Paul's, like, honest apology video just didn't, like, unless the fake sadness he's shown in videos is, like, a really good replication of what his normal sadness is like, and normal, like, honesty and, like, feeling bad is like, then, I don't know, like, it just doesn't feel genuine, like, the way that he's saying it, and just the way that he's, like, wording things, it's too, like, self-involved, and it's just, like, the fake sadness. It's like me saying something now, and it's, like, trying to look really sad, like, I'm like so sorry, like, for what I did. It's really not what I thought it was gonna be, and I'm just so sorry for just even posting this video. I'm even crying. Like, fuck. I can't fake sadness in the way that it feels like he's faking sadness. Like, it just feels... oh my god, it's all about the feelings. Oh my god. It's like, funny that he said no one's gonna do this on YouTube again. Now I'm wondering if he fucking knew that it was gonna be this, like, scandal thing. Because, like, the intro bit was, like, filmed in a different place, or, like, later on, which very much feels like it was filmed, like, they, like, edited the video, and then they were posting that bit, like, they just filmed that bit and then put it on. Kind of feels like it's another scandal type thing. Because he said no one's really ever going to do this type of thing on YouTube again. Like, he's really big on YouTube. It really feels like he was doing it on purpose. He's like, I'm going to take the blow. Like, or he's going to take the blow up. Because that actually feels more like what they'd do. But I'm, like, mind blown now. Because it really feels like they would, like, it feels like this is something that they would just do for views or popularity, or, like, I don't know, like, it's like the Kardashians, they're just, like, create, like, fake drama or something, but it's slightly blown up from what they would normally do. This doesn't feel that far off, and, shit. I don't know, there's just something very off about it. Like, I'm used to watching vlogs and people, like, doing things in general, and, like, it's fine to show the good and the bad. You will see that, and you've seen that on my channel, but, like, that's the good and the bad of me. Like, very much me and literally the people in my life, and how that's affected me, because I'm the only one who I can be like, I will share this, like, this is how it's affecting me. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, it's all about me, but that means it's okay, because it is about me. Like, I give permission for me to share those things, like, but that guy, how do you know whether he would want this? And Logan went against that. Like, but then again, it's like, I don't know, there are some pretty shitty people out there, so, I don't know, it's a weird one. It's like, I watched Touched by an Angel. There was an episode of it where there was this brother and his older brother who was really good at sports. This younger brother was really good at spelling, and the older brother sent letters to the younger brother, but it was addressed from their dad. The mum loved the older brother because the older brother was like her, but she didn't like the younger brother because it reminded her of her ex. So the older brother dies in a car crash, and then the younger brother has, like, nothing. Like, he's gonna run away, he's gonna go see his dad where the letters have been sent from. He realises that the letters were sent from his brother, and then eventually all this shit happens, and then, but, like, then the mum loves the son. Like, she's really happy with the son. And you're just like, it's not too late, but, like, it's also a bit late. Like, the older brother had to also deal with the fact that, like, the mum really wasn't that nice to the younger brother. And like, if the older brother was going to die at that point, wouldn't it have been nicer if he had been able to see the mum actually like and appreciate the younger brother? Because the older brother knew so much of what was happening that he knew that the mum didn't have the younger brother's back, so he had to create this false dad for the younger brother to have this like, oh, I have some kind of parent that loves me. So the older brother knew what was going on, and wouldn't it have been nice if that older brother had like known that the mum did care for the younger brother? And this like episode wasn't a thing of like suicide, I think this was just someone dying, but why did it take that? Why did it take someone's death for the mum to learn? It shouldn't have to be that severe to learn to love someone even though they're different from you. And this has got nothing to do with what I was just talking about. I feel like there was a link, but I don't know where the link was. But there's like other things in the video. It's such like fake, like stage vlogging type thing that, and this is not being disrespectful for this person who's died, but like I would not be surprised if it was all staged. Like, I'm not saying it is, but I'm just mean for the type of like personality that it feels like they have, or those type of vloggers have. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying that I would not be surprised. Like, that's the level that I feel like they're at. Also, did anyone else notice that the guy who came up to them and said like, oh, you shouldn't be going in there, the forest is restricted, like, wasn't he smiling when he said it? This is just like a weird thing. Because just gonna say, like, does he really think he's the first person to accidentally encounter and also film finding a dead body? Does he think he's the first like big YouTuber to do that? Like, for the amount of big YouTubers there are now, like, it's bound to have happened. Like, I don't know what example to use because I don't want to like put people on the spot, but I know an example, but I don't want to get shit on. Okay, I'm gonna say it, and if I get shit on, like, just like, I don't know. Colleen recently mentioned something in one of her vlogs that someone on the team of Haters Back Off had died, and it would be like her going to an open casket funeral and vlogging the funeral and also the guy in the coffin. Like, it's like that kind of thing. Like, not like... This isn't like in any way saying that she would do that because, well, no, I'm saying that she wouldn't do that. And that's like a really shitty, like, sad situation. And you don't vlog it. Like, you don't put that on the internet because it's just not appropriate, it's not respectful to the person. And it kind of felt like she felt bad even mentioning it, which it's fine to mention something you're sad about. But she did it the right way. Like, there's a wrong way of doing it. And Logan did this the wrong way. God, I'm probably not going to post this. No, I fucking am. It's a new year. It's actually going to be my resolution to post the videos that I film and have filmed. I've just seen a tweet, and it's from Shane Dawson being like, I wonder when the first daily vlog on murder will happen. It seems like it's not that far out of the realm of possibility. And that's like, that's so true. It's just like, that's what it feels like. It's like, is it getting to that now? Like, how far are the Paul brothers gonna get of trying to beat each other? That it's literally gonna result in harming others, because that's what happens. Like, you can't keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, there is a point where that stops. As I'd imagine anybody who's actually at the top feels, and if fucking it wasn't worth it. Like, oh wow, you got to the top. Did you have fun? Do you remember any of the journey? Do you even watch the vlogs that you edit?
Try to shake your indifference, but it's too late.